One of the questions we get related to the shroud is questioning whether the shroud can be considered an apologetic. Now, what does that mean? Apologetics, it's a strange word, but it refers to the study of kind of rational and logical defense of the Christian faith, looking at archaeological proofs or historical proofs that would tend to validate the accuracy of the Bible and things like this. And for instance, the Dead Sea Scrolls is a perfect example of an archaeological find that was phenomenal in terms of its apologetic significance. And so the question is, can the shroud be used as an apologetic? And I would say yes and no. The shroud is a fabulous subject. It certainly deals with the very heart of the Christian faith, the life, suffering, death, and resurrection of Jesus. But again, as we mentioned in the previous question, we can't prove absolutely that the shroud is in fact the burial shroud of Jesus. So the question is, what do we do with it? Do we just ignore it and pretend that it doesn't exist, or do we find a middle path? And this is what we do at Shroud Encounter. We make no claim of authenticity, but at the same time, let's explore the mystery and find out what we know and what we don't know. Now, ministers will often ask me, well, what if it isn't authentic? And I think that's the wrong question. What if it turns out to be authentic? You see, I think potentially the shroud could be the most significant artifact on the planet. So is there a way that we can use the shroud without asking anyone to place their faith in Jesus because of the shroud, but can we use the shroud as a kind of a vehicle to explore what happened to Jesus during the crucifixion, what happened to him in the tomb, what happened during the resurrection, even exploring the nature of the post-resurrection body. This is what the shroud allows you to explore. And again, not saying that the shroud is absolutely authentic, but it allows us to explore these deep mysteries related to it. And that's what's so much fun. And so I think it's very important that we ask the right question, is what if it is authentic?